Today, I'm going to be explaining all of the lore involved with the Fortnite Big Bang live event. This event was massive, and it did a lot to the storyline. But surprisingly, this video is going to be really short because the lore in it is actually very simple. It's just crazy to wrap your mind around. So with that out of the way, let's get into what I actually mean by that. Basically, what happened today is we redid the Season X live event. Obviously, we went back in time, we redid the Season X live event. By the way, if you don't know all of the lore that got us to this point, I have a whole separate video of all of the lore from chapter 1 to chapter 4. That is like an absolute best guide for everything that you need to know. So if you want to catch up on that, you can go ahead and watch that. But in today's event, we got something very interesting for the lore, and this is a hard reset. For those who do not know, Donald Mustard just retired a few months ago, and this was his final part of the Fortnite script. They are now resetting the storyline as Donald Mustard is no longer writing it. So chapters 1 to chapter 4 in Fortnite is Donald Mustard's storyline. From here on out, it is a new leader of the storyline. We're going to have a new writer that is coming up with entirely fresh content to be released throughout the next seasons and next chapters. Now, how does that make sense? Well, today we redid the Season X live event. Like I priorly stated, it went exactly to plan as it did all the way back in Season X, except this time when we were rifting the rocket and changing it into a bunch of different things. When it hit the 0 point, instead of it only being that one rock that then created a singular black hole, putting us into what is known as Reality Zero, since it was changing so frequently with so many rifts being changed, it instead literally created the Big Bang. We created the universe during this live event, and as we saw when we were flying through all of those portals, that is the new Omniverse. So basically, in the Season X live event, the original one, we only got the game of Battle Royale out of it. But in this live event, not only is there a universe for Battle Royale, there's also a universe for the Lego game mode. There's another universe for the racing game mode, and so many more that are each home to a different game mode. This is Fortnite basically just tying in the new Creative 2.0 into their new system and tying it into the lore. Basically just saying, yeah, every single creative map is now technically canon. All of this stuff is now part of the lore, and this is how we are explaining it. So overall, today's live event was literally just a big reset for the storyline. Basically, they wanted to give Donald Mustard a very good send-off and say, hey, that was an amazing storyline you had. Now we're starting fresh. We're doing an entirely new storyline, starting it off with Chapter 5. Of course, once Chapter 5 drops, I'll give you guys all the lore updates on what Chapter 5 is going to be covering, what the new chapters are going to be bringing us with the lore. But until then, just note that the entire Fortnite lore has now reset. We are getting a new storyline, and it is off to the running to be a new lore analyst because it is all starting from zero. So if you guys did enjoy this video or find it helpful, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.